Mauricio, the WBC has the luxury of being the most recognized organization in the world.
Thank you.
You have a proliferation of titles a bit with the diamond, the silver, and the interim titles. Do you feel like that dilutes, and it's a hot topic often discussed on social media, that it sort of dilutes the organization?
It is a hot topic because it's maybe there's confusion within that situation. There's one world champion, okay? The interim title, the interim championship is intended for a situation in which that particular world champion is unavailable to defend for medical, for contractual, or for a major situation that puts him in a situation that he cannot defend that specific title. That's when the interim championship is put into action. If you review our status, we have very few interim champions. If you like it, we can go into specific details and we'll be happy to talk about it. The Diamond Champion. It is a status that we created when about 12 years ago when fights were started to take place in catch weights. For some strange reason, there were many fights at catch weight, fights between champions in a catch weight. And there were fights without any championship. And for the first one was Pacquiao against Cotto, and the WBC created the first diamond belt, which was a trophy for the winner. The diamond belt is a trophy for the winner of that specific fight. We have had a few fights in which a diamond belt is awarded, and then the champion who wins that, they say, I want to represent the WBC, and I want to go into the ring and defend or to represent the WBC. That's basically the diamond. And for the World Boxing Super Series, when they came in with the idea of doing this concept, which I believe is great, they asked the WBC to award the diamond belt to the Super Series. And we participated in the process, and we had Callum Smith, who was going to fight against Dirrell for the vacant title. And Callum Smith got a very important offer to participate in the World Boxing Super Series, which would change his economic status. And he asked the WBC to support him and to put the diamond belt into that tournament. And we did. And he participated and he won. And he is a diamond champion. He wants to represent the WBC, and he's going to eventually fight against the WBC champion. Same with Regis Prograis, same with Maris Bradis, and with Nonito Doder. So I understand and I fully empathize with the fans who are confused, but why we do it, it's very limited occasions, and we do it for specific reasons that bring value to fights and to fighters.
You know what would help the media and boxing commentators that are commentating on fighters who are climbing up the ladder, like young guys like Manny Robles that are fighting for an intercontinental belt or a Latino belt or a silver title. And sometimes I've asked the fighter, like they have the silver belt, and before the fight, because then I know I got to talk about it during the broadcast, I ask them, what does the silver title mean? And they'll shrug. I don't know. It's like sometimes I say I look at this as a world title. Sometimes I say, well, I think it means I'm going to get a shot at whoever has the title. And I say, oh, so is that mandatory? And they shrug again.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And I ask around, and nobody can tell me. It'd be great if, for each title, if it's an intercontinental title, if it's the NABF, if it's a silver title, if the media can be made aware of, maybe you let the promoter know of that bout. Include this in your press release. what exactly does it mean in terms of your rankings?
That's a great
Meaning
suggestion. I
that if you got
appreciate
the
it.
silver title, it means okay, it's an automatic top 5 rating. Or if you have the silver title, it means you're essentially the mandatory challenger for the world title. But
That's
clarity, that helps us do our
That's
job.
a great point. I believe you are NABF champion. Do you know what that means?
I mean, climbing up the ranks, being top 15, I believe, in
It's a regional championship of North America,
North America. Right?
and Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Carlos Palomino were North American Boxing Federation champions. But that's a great point, and I appreciate it. And we will do a great effort through Bill and our office to share that information. And
Mauricio, do you have